Memorial class. We are doing English now. We're going to be finishing up our poems and performing them today. It's going to be quite a nice thing for you to be able to do at home. And let's get going. The spag starter this morning is to check out these adjectives. These adjectives are describing different nouns, and a different noun can be a person, an animal, a place, or an object. My little animal Percy, the dog is a noun, has just wandered into the room trying to find out what I'm up to. You better be good. Yes. Can you match each adjective to its meaning? The first one is beautiful. Next one is mysterious, fragile, ferocious, and spooky. And I'll read you out the ones that you can match these up with. Fierce, violently cruel, strange and scary, pleasing, fine and good looking, something puzzling, something hard to understand, something easily broken or destroyed. And we'll just get you to pause the video so you can do the matching up. Meanwhile, I'll just bring Percy up to have a little chat. Hey, what are you up to, little man? You my little noun? Naughty, that would be a good one to describe you. Needy, another one. My needy dog. Okay. Say hello to the class. Yes. Well, you want to get down now? Okay. Naughty boy. I hope you got those ones. We've got beautiful would be tied up with pleasing, fine and good looking. Mysterious, something puzzling and hard to understand. Fragile, something easily broken or destroyed. Ferocious, this is fierce and violently cruel. Something vicious. And spooky is the strange and scary. And you've made spooky stories, didn't you? So you definitely should have got that one with your strange and scary. Okay. So let's get started. You're going to be checking your spellings first in your poem. So you need to get your work out and have a look at the spellings that you've done. You can do what we've done in class, which is use just a scrap piece of paper for a try it sheet, and you can write it out in different ways, and you should be able to spot those. You'll use your spelling sort of strategies and your understanding of different ways to spell different sounds. So this word is the word fruit, and it looks wrong to start with, so you're using your visual memory and you think about your sounds and your spelling patterns, and you can write it out again. And we know that oo sound can be the letters E and W can make the same sound, and then we've got that split digraph one which would also make the oo sound. And if you had the word true, it might have the U and the E together, and they both look wrong. And that one to me looks right. That's quite a tricky spelling and quite a difficult spelling pattern. But we have been writing fruit and vegetables on the board, so you might have got that one. Okay, but use a try it sheet. We've been really successful as a class doing this, and you've been using the little slip of paper that's in the very back of your book. In the cover, and it doesn't matter if it's scruffy or anything like that, because it's about you practicing and having a think about, and sometimes even grown-ups do that when they're trying to find spellings and might write it out twice. Oh yeah, that one looks right. Okay, so it's quite a good strategy to get those spellings right. So have a check through your work, and then once you've checked your spellings, you can pause the video. I'm not going to pause it now, but you can once we've got to the end of this page, and then you can use the editing sheet here. Before you do that, I'd like you to read your poem aloud, and then you can hear it and see if the rhymes really work, see if you can improve the rhyming pattern if it's not quite right somewhere. Have a little sort of like a final adjustment and make it as good as you can get it. And please, if you found this tricky, don't worry. Personally, I think that making rhyming poetry is one of the most trickiest things to do, because you can think of all sorts of sort of nonsense words and words that don't have any meaning for and any link to food. And then it's really quite a big ask, this one, but I hope that you've had a good old try at it. And that's the thing, isn't it, is to keep our motivation up and just do the best we can. Okay, so I want you to read them out and think of, can I make it a little bit better? Is there a word that doesn't quite work? Have a little try, nice final try to get it as good as you can. Then you use this checklist just to then make sure you've got everything you can put into it. And you might think, oh, do you know what? I haven't used alliteration. I'm going to have a go and have a look, see if I can get, change one of the lines to improve or add a word in to get that alliteration working. So I'm going to go through this. Then you can pause it and do that work, and then you can come back to the video or run the video and then come back to this part of it afterwards. So you're going to have a go at improving your spellings using your try it sheet. Read it aloud to make sure it makes good sense and see if you can make any improvements. Is your work grouped into stanzas? Are your ideas grouped into stanzas, little sections? If they're not, when you write it up today, you can put them in. Have you used alliteration and that rhyming pattern that we really want? Have a go. Have you used your senses to describe? So have you said, I can hear this, I can smell this, I can taste? Have you included adjectives to improve your descriptions? Okay. So once you've had a really good go at doing that, and you're happy with your poem, you can write it up in Best. And I've produced this nice little sheet for you, and you can download this from the school website and print it out. Would be really good. If not, use a piece of A4 paper. Don't worry about it. Get your piece of A4 paper, and once you've finished writing it in, you can add your own design around the edge of it with some nice neat pencils. See if you can get that repeating design all the way around, and you can colour it in and make it look really special. And I would really love it if you could email a picture of that final piece of work to me, or you can bring it back into the class next week. If you do that, we'll have to quarantine it for a few days before we start putting it on walls or sharing it in the class, but it's not a problem. I'd love to see that work, and just do your best. We're not asking you to to make it print worthy, to put it in a book or anything like that, but just do the very best you can. Okay, make your own foodie design around the edge if you're using just a piece of plain paper. I do suggest you use lined paper for this, because it makes it look really nice. So if you haven't got lined, get your pencil out and draw your lines on with a ruler. Make it look amazing. Once it's ready like that, back go the curtains, and we're going to be ready to perform your poem to your family. So you can practice that first, go somewhere where nobody else is listening, and make it really good and fun, reading it out really clearly and nice and loudly, so you give that performance. And if there's a bit in there that's a bit cheeky, you can add some gestures. We've also talked about this in class to really do your lovely performance, and you can pick your voice up and you can lower your voice for a little bit. If there's a burnt bit or something, you can make it a bit doom and gloomy. But be really proud of your work this week. I think you should be amazingly proud of what you've been up to, because the work that I've seen that's been sent in is fantastic. And if you haven't had a chance to do that, don't worry. We're all trying to get through this one step at a time, and it's not ideal, absolutely, but we're doing the best that we can. Put a little bit of encouragement on here. It's a lovely play on words, that one, encouragement, or encouragement, which is a type of herb, and the little encouragement is saying you've got this, you can do it. And I truly believe that you can. I'm so proud of you, and I can't wait to get back into the class and see you next week. Okay, so have a go at performing. That would be amazing, and enjoy it. Okay, you've done really, really well this week. Okay, bye for now.